Did you know that nearly every freelancer gets offered a long-term relationship with the customer and then it turns out to be a lie? Hi, my name is Orkan and I'm working with freelancers. I work for several years with freelancers and I know the tips and tricks which you need to do as customer to get the freelancers invested in your project and in your ideas. Sure, reliability goes two ways. Sometimes it's the freelancer's fault, sometimes it is the customer's fault, sometimes both have mistakes, or sometimes there was no mistake, it's just not working out. Welcome to the world of project management with all its uncertainties. Let us start with the things you need to do as customer to ensure a good working quality with your freelancing team. At first, define requirements. You need to define requirements even before you consider working with freelancers, because project requirements are the baseline for a good cooperation. The more detail you add to it, the more easy will it become down the line to manage your project successfully. Because as you write down your requirements in a list, it will be more easy if you're interviewing freelancers regarding their skills, if it matches, or if you tend to go with other options. A good and structured requirements list gives the freelancer also a feel of safety, because the customer knows what exactly is needed. Take this point very serious, because there are so many customers out there which try to scam the freelancers. They try to place an order early on with lack of requirements, and if the freelancer needs a job, they are tending to accept it, and after they accept it, they will face some issues. The customer tries to blackmail those freelancers by saying, you need to do this everything extra, which is not standing in my requirements list, otherwise I will give you bad ratings and bad reviews. So by creating a requirements list, you ensure the freelancer that you know where you go to and what is needed from the freelancer side. So scope change happens. This is quite natural and normal when it comes to project management, but it is about the way of communication of the scope change. It is important that you try to solve it the most polite and the most professional way. Our second tip is, do not try too hard. Trying hard to convince any freelancers online that your project is the next big thing and you will get shares, you will get this and you will get that is quite usual as well. And every freelancer hears this every day and twice on a Sunday at least. Everyone understands that you are trying to build things up, but you do not need to over-exaggerate, because your work will do the talk and not your talk will do the work. This can be compared to running a marathon, where you get inspired by the people who are running in front of you. When it comes to your business, make sure that you are the one who is running in front. And if you lead by example, you will soon see that the freelancers are following you. And this is the baseline for trust. This builds only over time and only through your way of leading. And lastly, because most of the customers do not understand this, let your freelancers be your freelancers. Respect their business, respect their game, because they are trying to build up their own companies as well as you do. And they do it by providing you a service. You do not have the right to look at your freelancers as full-time employees, because basically they aren't. Do not take too much time from your freelancers. This is not a romantic relationship. This is business. Except that your freelancers have other projects as well, and they have their own priorities. Maybe sometimes those priorities will crash with your priorities. Therefore, it is much more important to have an open communication and communicate deadlines and due dates. And if those due dates are passed 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, then it might be a good option that you move forward with other freelancers, because this is the game. But how you communicate this stuff? And this is our third tip. Be professional but polite. Being polite is one of the most valuable strengths you can have in business. Politeness does not mean that you are weak. It shows that you are self-confident. But if it comes then to the way that you need to divide path, you can do that with a clean cut, without showing any emotions, without being too attached and giving the freelancers some headaches. You are the responsible person for your project and it is your task to come up with solutions. This must be planned also in detail if you want to achieve seamless integration. And an anecdote from my side is, I just switched developers in the last week. The reason why I did that is, As I said, I communicated deadlines again and again. I was showing trust, but I was not getting that back. The reason for that may vary, and I do not know that reason. It can be lack of skill, it can be lack of motivation, it can be they have too much on the plate to cover your project needs. It can be everything, but it does not really matter. What I did then was I planned his exit, which was last week, 3 months ago. And you need to do that with a professional approach, otherwise things will get out of hand and it may cause harm to your business. There is no need in an emotional exchange. If you say, okay, let's now divide the path, let's do a clean cut, maybe for further projects we can consider working together again, then you should go always with that option. So never go with bad blood, never go with bad intentions, just wish all the best to every people you work with. Maybe it just wasn't the right time that you work together. If you want to know how to manage freelancers properly, I linked a video up here. This video shows you free software solutions you can use right now, which will enhance your skill set in management and organization. In this video, you will then learn how to manage your financials, as well as how to create really actionable tasks for your freelancers, because it is your task to break it down for them so they can just pursue the path you are laying. When it comes to work with freelancers, the golden rules are: have a requirements document, don't over exaggerate, and lastly, be professional and polite. My name is Orkan. If you liked our content, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe us. Maybe you tell us if you had similar experiences in the past and how you dealt with it. Wishing you all the best. Bye guys.